Hello, everybody. You have myself and Uncle Doug down there on the bottom. Happy Wednesday. Also, happy birthday to my dad and my little sister Carson. They share the same birthday. And in 4 days is Kieran's birthday. So happy early birthday to my little brother Kieran, and happy birthday to my dad and my little sister. What I'm showing you now is the Big Loot giveaway for the end of the live. You guys know the drill. All you need to do is love react to the live for a chance to win the Big Loot giveaway. You must have an open order on vintageliveshop.com to claim. And then let's take that down for our YouTube ladies and gents. If you could please put your first and last name along with giveaway in there in your comment, that would be amazing. Thank you, Lisa. You're so sweet. I think May is a very big birthday month for even our extended family, too.
Uncle
I think
Dan,
March. Oh, Uncle Dan, too.
25th.
Awesome. Ooh, happy anniversary to Pete and Janet. That's so fun. Hopefully, you guys do something super fun. But now that we've gotten through that, we're going to kick Uncle Dog off for a little bit and we'll
What?
bring him back
Are
on
you
for a
kidding me?
trivia. Unless
Already?
you want to do the demo, I'll go home.
Yeah, I think I'll pass.
All right.
See you in a
We'll
bit.
see you in a bit. Okay, everybody. I have a little bit of a different format. I am in a square in the corner here instead of along the whole bottom. So hopefully this is a little bit better for you, and you guys stay tuned for next week because I have some changes that are going to be coming for the background of the lives. I have been working diligently on getting this background ready for you guys, but it was not going to be ready in time for today. But I will show you guys in a moment once I get the jewelry out here that we'll be focusing on today, which this necklace and these earrings, I did want to point out, they are diffuser pendants. So they're pre-finished for you. They come like this, front and back, and they have bamboo felt in the center there. And all you do is drop a little essential oil onto each of those pendants and you'll be smelling good and getting all that aroma. Oh, thanks, Lisa. You're so sweet. I decided that I was going to try to be a bit more cute for the lives. So we'll see how long that lasts for because I'm not very particular in like wearing makeup and things like that. But today was just one of those days. I had a super rough morning and I was like, you know what? I just got to put a little bit of makeup on to make me feel a little bit better. So we had some doggy issues this morning. She's just not feeling very good. And you know what comes with doggy issues? More doggy issues. All right. I think I have everything laid out here. I'll probably bring up this earring a little bit. Yeah, that's cute. So you guys have seen these three, but I'm not sure if you've seen the Choose Happy necklace and the smiley earrings because I did do those after I had photographed the banner already. Hello, Cat from YouTube. From Milwaukee, but you know. Also YouTube lady. Love that. But let's quickly turn this around. Hold on. Ooh, it just pulled out. There we go. Oh, it might have paused here for a second. Is it going? Continue. Recover. Can you guys see that? It like stopped for a sec, but it's still going. We're Gucci. But I'm having this whole wall of stuff back there that's just going to be filled with all of this wonderful inspiration that I'm so excited for. It says that I cannot receive new Facebook comments on my Switcher app. So hopefully, maybe Uncle Doug can let me know if somebody has a question that they need answered or something, because I won't be able to view those apparently. All right, let's get digging in. Maybe I wonder if those will like refresh here, because I love seeing what you guys say and love answering your questions. Okay, so this is our jewelry. Well, I can see YouTube comments. Maybe it's just Facebook comments that are just being a little iffy. Um, but yeah, so there's just gonna be a huge wall of just jewelry displays, a couple of mirrors, and just tons of jewelry inspiration for you guys to look at behind me. And then it won't be like so white and exposed back there. It'll be even more homey, that feel that Peggy loves. All right. And I have no idea if we're broadcasting from Facebook currently because my desktop does not connect to internet whatsoever. So I need to take a peek at that too. Um, but on in time, let's get into some rolls here. What do we want to start with? I think we'll save the diffuser stuff for last. Um, Even though it's absolutely stunning and I want to get to it right away, I want to give you guys something to look forward to and hang out with me during the live. Those are just, oh, those are great. Those are so cute. I'm so excited for those. I'm super excited for this because it looks beautiful on. Whatever you did jumping out of here, it gave me a error. Um, what does mixer.error.reactnative.title mean? It says restart or ignore. Should I just ignore it? Ignore? Because I don't want it to like restart the whole live? Okay, we're still good so far. It looks like I'm starting to get some Facebook comments again. Oh man. Today is just one of those days. Remember that week where I was just like thing after thing after thing during the live? That's what today is for me. Oh, hi, Monica. Good to see you. I've been missing you, girl. Missing you super much. Vicky's over on YouTube as well. Hi, Vicky. Let's start with our choose happy, because you know what? Corian needs some happy smiles going before before we're turning that smile upside down. Okay. Amazing. Let's get these components out and then I'll bring up the carder for them. Need a couple of those. You're gonna need another one of those. Another ring here. That's pretty good. Oh man, Janet has 2 fractured ribs. I hope you take it slow and I hope that you get better soon. That is not fun. Sounds like Kieran, he can barely like lift anything right now because his ribs have been giving him some issues. Okay. Let's get our necklace kit out. Okay. Cart 100 for the necklace kit. If you're new and don't know how to order on Facebook, all you need to do is type the cart 100 or cart whatever number comes afterwards in the comments, and you press enter, and that creates your Facebook Messenger cart for you, and you can check out straight from there. Otherwise, if you're not comfortable checking out on Facebook, we get it. Visit vintageliveshop.com, that website that's right below me here, and then you can view all the listings and inspiration there as well, and you can check out from there. So get your kits in. This is labeled as a kit. It is a complete kit. I just don't have the chain, wire, or findings photographed in the listing. So do read those listing descriptions. It'll tell you what you do have, what you don't have, what is included that may not be photographed, so on and so forth. So I do try to be pretty descriptive in those descriptions. But for this necklace and earring kit, you're getting everything you need to make this necklace, and you're getting everything you need to make these earrings. Ear wires, chain, jump rings. I think it was 22 gauge wire. Whatever I had listed in there, which I did think, I thought that I brought that out here. It might be by my hammers, maybe. Oh, there it is. It's right in front of me. So you'll be getting some 22 gauge, some sections of this for your smiley wrap. Okay, so these are pretty stinking simple and self-explanatory. These smileys do come with jump rings pre-attached. So we're just gonna open and close a jump ring, but we're gonna add that PT 210 size 8 plated gold pewter based ring, which can also function as a finger ring, which I love those. And they're even cuter. Oh, I should have grabbed more. Oh, I have a ring over here that's in the big loot though. I'll put it back, but it's a great stacking ring. You can like put another ring on there. All of our rings are pretty unique for stacking. You can do some really cool things, like that's pretty neat. So get your ring pack, which I do have the rings in a bulk pack as well as a few other things. So bring up the ring pack. You can get this ring in gold plated, silver plated, or rose gold plated. They are pewter based. Cart 101, 12 pieces for $20. And you get 3 color options. For our smileys here, I do have a bulk listing for those as well. Our smiley face pack, you get 20 pieces for $20, cart 102. They're super cute. These are also pewter based, gold plated, and then they do come with a brass based JR45 that is plated gold, which we love that. We love those. And then at the top here, I will include some more jump rings. So these will be the JR40s or JRV40 with our ER006 ear wire. Those do come with, and you'll just attach those as well to this ring. You'll do the JR40 there, and then your ER006 on top, and then you're finished with your earrings. So that one goes super fast. Probably why I wanted to do this one first, because then we can get into a trivia right after this necklace, which it won't take long for that either. So we'll keep Uncle Doug on his toes over there. Let's cut a section of this wire off. Can always cut off wire, but you can't add more. So make sure that you get a nice length out. Love that. And I'm going to, what I did originally was I had this kind of just floating there. So how do I connect that to lay in that charm keeper hoop like that? And so I thought it would be a good idea to wire wrap it. So we are going to take this JR45 off our smiley. And I'm going to come in and pinch this charm keeper hoop together. As far as I can get it together. It won't be like touching, but that's pretty close. These charm keeper hoop packs, you get 18 pieces for $22. That's a steal for these. Jean is giving you a super, super good deal. They're pewter based, gold plated charm keeper hoops. And you can pull them apart a little bit and push them back in together a little bit. Don't overstretch it because you will crack the plating. So just slow movements for those. At the bottom here, after the fact, we're going to jump ring that choose happy there, but we need to get this attached to our beautiful charm keeper hoop. I can't remember how I did this one. I think I came in one way and went out another way, but I want to find a little bit a better way of doing this. So I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna try and do these maybe. Let's just see where this gets us. If I need to do some more twisting. So that's pretty okay. I may add just a tiny, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna add a tiny jump ring. So we took off the JR45 there. I'm just gonna take a little JR10. It's light and it's small. I have an idea. I'll leave that for now. Pinch that together and probably twirl these around the edges to make it similar to that look. And then you can hang your jump ring from there. Yeah, that would be cute. Okay, so I am going to twist these on the back. So one end of the wire goes through one hole, the other goes through the other hole, and then once you get them through the back, you're going to twist them. This side coming to this side coming to that side. And then I'm going to go from underneath and kind of follow that line around our charm keeper hoop. And just do a few of those little rings. We'll do one more here. Okay, I'm gonna cut that little tail off. This might be easier for you ladies anyway. Yep, that looks great. I'm gonna go down this side. Feed it back up through. Pay attention to which way your hoop is flipped. So you you get the same like twist back here as you do in the front. Okay. That's our third. So I'm gonna cut that tail off. And then tuck your tails. If they don't tuck when you cut them, just tuck them. That way you don't have sharp things pointing out. That looks good. I might squeeze this in just a little bit. Beautiful. Make sure that's even on both sides. Let's see what this jump ring will do here. Let's see if it'll give me the look that I am looking for. Close that. That's cute, and that lays, oops, that lays right where I need it to. Big, good deal, because then that leaves a little bit more room in those charm keeper hoops for the JR40s that I was putting there. I don't have my jump ring bin, so I'm just going to take one of these JR45s that came off one of the other ones, hook that on. Cute. And then you would do the other side, so I'll just take one of these JR45s off. Gorgeous. Yeah, it was way easier than the first time around. Adorable. Oh, I should have saved that JR45 right there. Do I have another one of those? Nope. I'm gonna have to go get my jump ring bin. But you guys can come with me. I have all of my little jump rings and head pins and eye pins in a craft organizer, which makes it super duper easy to grab all my components at once. But I do want to eventually get a larger craft organizer, one that's like huge. I do have one that's really big, but it's hosting a lot of my beads right now. So I don't want to use that one yet, but I know we have a bunch here. I just need to go looking. Okay. Let's grab JR45 in gold. Yay. Now I'm all set. And attach our Choose Happy pendant, which I also have in bulk packs. You can get that for 5 pieces for $20. 5 pieces of this pendant would retail for $50. So grab this pack. You're getting a heck of a deal. It's probably one of the better deals today. It's for the Choose Happy pack. I mean, the smileys, a buck a piece, that's a steal. And then you're getting those pretty cheap as well. 5 pieces for $20 instead of $10 a piece. That's an amazing deal. Grab it while you have it. And then the chain that I used up here, if you just get the bulk packs and not the kits, I did use CHV 0004. Our kit ladies will be getting this chain. It is not offered on the retail or wholesale site. It will be added eventually, but it is not currently offered on there. So the only way to get the solid brass CH 0004 chain is to get it in the kit, which I will bring that up one more time. Necklace and earring kit, 15 pieces for $22. Cart 100. You get everything you need to make this necklace and these earrings in this kit. Choose happy, be smiley. We love it. All right, let's take a peek at some comments here. All right. You guys talk about some no sunshine in Alaska. Oh no, it's only 45 there. I think it's supposed to be around like 50 or so today here as well. So it is a little chilly. Okay. Uncle Doug, is he ready for a trivia? Because I don't see him over there. We might have to move on to a next project while we wait for Uncle Doug. Oh, those are so cute. And they're just laying like, here's a gift for you. Be happy. You can, if you want to change this paint color too, you can most definitely do that. It's not a paint color in there, but if you want to do like a paint wipe, those lines are deep enough to change the color. That is a pewter based pendant. It is plated gold antique. And that's why you get some of those dark marks on there. Okay. He said, give me a minute. So we'll give him a minute. And we'll bring up our next one here, just so you guys have something pretty to look at. Okay. Let's bring Uncle Doug on here for you ladies. Okay, you're active.
Am I?
I can hear you now, yes.
Oh boy, boy! Just trying to wear a few hats. So
Okay.
what do we have, Corey? What's
We're
behind
doing
curtain number one?
a solid brass pendant charm pack.
I like that one. Yeah.
It's cute. You better like it. You picked it out, silly.
Well, of course.
Okay. There we
These are
go.
bigger than the smaller pieces that we normally do in
Right.
giveaways.
These are pendants, not
Yeah, a little bit
charms.
larger size. So I thought that'd be nice.
Yes.
So I've made a little switch up in the way I did the trivia.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Um, Nancy was saying, hey, you should do something along this line or that line. And I said, okay. So I decided to do a doodle and then find a trivia to match.
Oh, there you go.
So I got a few of those today.
That's smart.
Are we ready for a question?
I think so.
All right. So here's the question. Which cold-blooded animal uses its eyeballs to help swallow prey?
What?
Isn't that bizarre?
Yeah,
Which
that
cold-blooded
is.
animal uses its eyeballs to help swallow prey?
Let me bring up your thing here. That's interesting. I don't think I've heard of that before.
I know it's an unusual one for sure.
Is it like a more whatchamacallit? A more popular animal, or is it something like rare?
So let's see the answers coming in. You're gonna have to check on your side. I'm looking over at YouTube, but I still have that refresh thingy we have to do on Facebook, which I hate.
All right. I'll read them off in order. Lynn said alligator.
Let's see.
Sherry said frogs and toads.
I'm gonna have to go with Sherry.
Sherry.
Yes.
Sherry at the door. Let's get her name up there. Good job, Sherry. Which also, I will get back to you in your email. I do need to see if I have stock of those crimps, but I will keep you posted. Just know that I have seen your email. I just haven't had time to look or respond yet.
And here's the explanation.
Yeah, let's hear
A
it.
frog's eyeballs sink down into its head when swallowing. This helps move food down its throat.
Interesting. Samantha um thought the trivia was about jewelry.
It is, because we do have some frog. Don't we have some frog findings somewhere?
Yeah,
Frog stampings
somewhere.
there.
But we take a little break from our jewelry demo to do trivias to kind of break it up, keep things fun, and give away some cool components.
You know what? We did so much of the stones and metals and geo stuff to begin with that we started mixing up and putting music in and arts and geography, all sorts of stuff.
Did
And
you
so now
show a doodle for Sherry yet?
we're kind of in random mode. Oh, wait, I got a doodle. Let me get it here.
And then Sherry will get this lovely sampling of solid brass pendants, and then we will get into our jewelry demo on this necklace, and I'll pop back on here in a moment. But we need Uncle Doug to show his doodle.
Yeah, I know. You're just trying to speed me along here.
It's important.
Okay, here we go.
Ooh, that one's funny. I like
It's
that
my,
one.
we have, the inspiration is we have a little Zen frog statue at the house.
Mm,
Nancy said, you
love it.
can do something Zen today. So
Love
here
it,
we
love it,
go.
love it. All right, we'll invite you back on.
See you in a bit.
Hey, I'm back. I never left. All right. This is our next kit. I love it. It's cute. It's adorable. Let's bring on some of these components. And we are going to paint a little bit today. And I did see your comment, Kat, about wanting to see some of the smileys painted. I'll do you one even better. While we're do I have any resin work today? I do not. I am going to do some black resin in those open work spots, and we'll see how that turns out because I think that would be absolutely adorable. Okay. I also need to get one of my rivets out here. Did I use a, yep, I did use that one. And our bench blocks and some paint. Where did I put that? Maybe I used sienna brown. I didn't think I used sienna brown, but maybe I did. We're going to paint this first. I painted it after I had everything together and then thought that it needed paint. So I'm going to pre-paint it this time. And I'm just going to add a little bit of this sienna brown. I might have used the more warmy tone. Sepia. I might have used sepia on the other one. Well, maybe not. Maybe it was this one. I'm just going to spread this around with one of my little bristle brushes so I can get in all those crevices. So that's what our antique paint is known for, is making things look antique, but still showing the detail underneath. Gorgeous. I'll get that all taken care of. And then let my brush dry. And then I'm going to bring the heat gun out for this so we can speed up our drying process. And this also does come in a complete kit. So cart 105 is a necklace kit, 13 pieces for $20. You're going to get everything as well as the leather. And I do not have the crimps, jump rings, or clasp photographed in the kit listing, but you do get those as well. Those are included. So everything you need, leather, bead, bail, everything will be included in the necklace kit listing. Otherwise, the piece that I'm working on right now is our textured blank pack. You can get 12 of these for $20, cart 106. It's a solid brass blank with a leaf pattern. And then it really shows up when you add some paint. That looks fantastic. I love that. All right. We also need to do a little bit of hammering and a little bit of hole punching. So I'm going to get my 4-ounce hammer out right where these two stems intersect. You're going to hammer there a little bit because we're also going to be riveting this, and the hammering helps make pieces a little bit thinner to fit the rivet length. Okay, and then right in that intersection after you hammer, I'm gonna punch a hole with our hole punch pliers. Gorgeous, right there. And then we are going to do, where'd my rivet go? It's like, did I drop it? Like this. I'm gonna do this on the back, but I think I'm gonna have to hammer that a little bit too. So let's do a little bit of hammering to this pewter piece. Make it a little bit thinner. And this is pewter, so it hammers pretty easy. I am cracking a little bit of that plating on the bottom, but that's okay. Spot is going to be covered up anyway, so I'm only worried about the top portion of my bail there. Okay. Gorgeous. And we're gonna let that hang when we start riveting, but I'm going to hold it there. For now, I'm going to do your blank and then your ginkgo leaves. But I do need to slide this, so I'm going to shift this over so you guys can see it still. Okay. It gives me just the perfect amount of room. Wish I could let me go full screen here for a sec. So there's just enough of just enough room where it's up there, and then it'll mushroom out. So you don't need to cut it or anything, which is super nice. We love avoiding that. Let me bring this down just a little bit here. Okay. And while holding down my pieces, but I'm going to do it with my thumb, I'm going to start hammering down that rivet. That's pretty good for that spot. Make sure that I have everything straightened out. And I'm going to finish my last hammers. Making sure that my rivet head is flat enough for me to put a little chaton there, a little flat back. I'm gonna bend that just a little bit so it's less likely to look like that where it's separated. Let me do one of these. That's a bit better. Loctite. Grab my other one. Grab a little head pin or eye pin here. Pick up a little bit of that glue. Put a little bit of it down. And we'll take a chaton. That one might be a little bit too big. And a little one. No, I think I only have my medium size out because I think that's the same size. Okay, we'll just go with that one. I have my tweezers somewhere. That might be a better idea. All right, got it in position, and then I'm pushing down so it adheres. The Loctite bonds, like securely bonds after 24 hours. So just be mindful of that. Okay, shift that just a little bit. Yeah, okay. That looks great. Take your leather through our bale, which super cute by itself. You don't have to do the bead if you don't want the bead, but the bead does add a little bit. Let's take a little bit of our paint with our bead too. I took my bead all. A little bit of paint on that baggie. That should be plenty. Okay. I do have the ginkgo leaves in a bulk pack as well, ladies. That's going to be 5 pieces for $22. Cart 107. I was thinking I had a one that I didn't put together yet here. One of these cuties, which I did on this one. I painted over it a little bit with the sienna brown. You can't see it because it's like really close to the natural brass color, but that's what I did when I was like trying to paint in between the lines there. Some of it got on the piece. So if you're looking for a really close color to the natural brass color, this is your color. Oh, spin around the table or the bead all. Looks great. Wash that, put it in the dry cup, and then heat dry. I'm just gonna pop up my gun here for a sec while I pull this off. Make sure that gets nice and dry. Okay. So the adding the paint to the bead here makes the detail so much easier to see. Love that. So after you put your leather through your bail, I put both ends up through the bead here. And then cinched it down. And then I did have them crossing. So this side is coming out this side is coming out this side. And you will need your crimps for this. So I will be sending you crimps in the kit. I need, I don't think I have any crimps in my thing. Give me one sec, because you guys probably should see it. I know I always show it with the flat cord, but I don't really show it too much on the round cord. I do like this though. It's a metallic pearl color. It's super cute. And it's actually the same leather that I'm currently wearing for my necklace that I'm wearing. I do love it. Make sure your loop is faced out from your leather. I have done that a couple times where I've accidentally done it this way, and I was so angry at myself. How do you even do that? Well, I did it. So if I do it, I'm sure somebody else has probably done it and needs the reminder. Because sometimes I need the reminder myself. Okay. Make sure our leather is nice and tight. I fold over one side. Give a good squeeze, good old pinch. And then I flip it. I find that it's easier if you're holding the loop. Oops, I'm sorry, did not mean to do that. It's easier to hold the side of the loop than it is your leather when you're folding your crimps. So you have a nice crimp there. Do a little crimpy on the other side. Pinch. Flip. This one I might need to come at I need to pre-fold some of this first. Some of these might be a little bit wider, so I suggest using your chain nose to help get that initial fold going. So I held it like this and then started folding with my other, but now I'm at the point where I have to come down like this and finish my fold because my pliers were in the way. Crimp. And then you attach your jump rings in your clasp from there, and your necklace is complete. I have noticed that if you want to form your leather, the best luck that I've had is grabbing a display, which I do have a display, a neck display. Just test it out here for you guys. One of these, a little neck display. Get your leather a little wet. This has worked for me. You get it formed to your necklace display, get it on there, get a little wet, and then apply heat as you're letting it stay there. And that helps form it from looking like this, where it's just a little weird, to this. Once I get it off. Where it's like super formed to the neck and it's not going all over the place. That's how I do my leather forming. I'm sure other ladies or maybe Jean has done it differently, but that's what I do. Yes, you can absolutely use E6000 instead of Loctite. I personally just really like using Loctite, especially the liquid version that Aunt Nancy got me. It's been wondrous to work with. But E6000 is just perfect and just fine to use. Isn't the textured blank just absolutely stunning? It's such a good backing for so many different of our components. Oh, hi, Dawn. I think Dawn. And it says another Dawn production, but it's her first time joining. She's over on YouTube. Glad to have you. You love anything that has to do with leaves? Me too. I love leafy things. I have done that myself too. So when you're doing the crimp there, holding it with your pliers and then folding is going to prevent your nail from getting clipped. Like, I don't know how many times I've done it. Okay. The color that I use to simulate the natural brass is the here, sienna brown antique, which is also really good. I think it's earth in the paint, sienna brown in the antique, and the stain might be walnut. Stain version might be walnut. Kieran's a little bit better at the paint designations than I am, just because he deals with them a lot, but he's always really good about what he does. But yeah, so if anybody has any other techniques for getting their leather to look super nice, don't be afraid to drop those in the comments. Because I know different techniques work for different people, but that one works for me. Of course. Oh, okay. Lori said, just checked in, and the most valuable learning of the day just happened. I've been fighting with my leather necklaces for years. Thanks so much for the wonderful tip on how to form that. Absolutely. I know that's like one of those more difficult things is to get your, especially for photography. Don't even get me started trying to lay out leather for photography. But this is a really good way to shape and form your leathers by adding a little bit of water, a little bit of heat, and using a neck form jewelry display. So I'm glad. I'm glad that that tip is useful and helpful for you. Okay, I also do have this bail pack. So the bail that I used, show you from the back, that really beautiful copper bail. I love the way that it looks when you see it coming out the top. So I do have some of those on hand here that I want to show you. You can get 10 pieces for $20. So I'll do like a side view and a front view here. Cart 108, they are pewter based, antique copper plated. 10 pieces for $20. Cart 108. And that is the bail that we used for this necklace. Let's see, did I forget anything? I don't think so for this one. Is Uncle Doug ready for another giveaway? Already? So soon? Okay. Good morning or good afternoon, Diane, from where I'm at, because it's 12:52, my time at least. All right, let's get this listing down, and then we'll bring Uncle Doug on for a trivia. Welcome back.
Hello.
All
Okay,
right.
another trivia which doesn't exactly have to do with jewelry making,
Ooh.
but you could bend your mind around it a little bit and it might.
So since we were just chatting about copper, is it just one of these packs or all of these
No, the,
packs?
the grouping, all of
Okay.
them.
Okay. So you're going to get some copper components. I'm going to flip them this way so you guys can see the part numbers in the case you see something that you like and then you want to go buy it. Here we go. But these are all pewter based antique copper plated castings.
That is correct. You are correct.
Yes.
Okay, here's one you want to wrap your mind around a little bit.
Okay.
Are we ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When can pollution make something appear beautiful? I'm sure there's, several answers to this one. I have a specific one in mind. When can pollution make something appear beautiful? Help me on the Facebook side there, Corey.
Pollution. When can pollution make something appear beautiful? It says appear beautiful because pollution isn't beautiful.
And it doesn't count like going out from a nasty spot into the city into a nicer spot.
All right. We have several answers coming in on Facebook.
Okay, let me refresh here and see them. Got to get those comments up here.
Let me know if you need me to read
See
them
who
off.
I got to see who the first responder is, and I think it's. Let me just check over on YouTube. Yeah, it is. The first responder was um, Janet over on YouTube. The first,
Janet Dobbs.
and Lisa was a real close second over there. Um,
Monica and Janet were really close
yeah,
too over on
sun.
Facebook.
I had mine sunset, sunrise, sunset. Yes, that's it. We're gonna. Janet Dobbs is gonna be our winner here. Let me
Good
put
job,
it
Janet. You guys know you must have an open order on vintageliveshop.com to claim your trivia giveaways and or the big loot giveaway. So Janet, if you have an order placed, we will include all of these beautiful antique copper plated castings in your order. Love, love, love.
So this is again part of what Nancy told me about today. Hope you're a
Mm-hmm.
little more zenny, right? But in our house, we've got a painting that looks something like this, just a lot nicer.
Her third grade teacher taught her that answer.
Oh, really? Yeah, the light particles diffracting off of the particles in the air.
Hey, you'll never know when you come up with when you need to answer something like that,
No,
even if it was 54 years ago,
that sure,
Janet.
that sure paid off.
I don't even think I remember anything from the third grade other than maybe like going to the Madison Zoo for school or something. I don't remember what even grade that
I remember
was,
the
but
third grade teacher made me memorize a poem, and I wasn't all happy about that.
that's funny.
That was back in the day when we had windows in the classrooms, and you could look
Oh,
outside.
yes.
I was that guy. I was that daydreamer.
All right. Well,
All
we're going
right,
to
see
kick
you
you
over
out
there.
of here. Bye. Okay. You cutie cuties. So, what I'm going to do here quick is I'm going to do this little black paint with resin, because while that's curing, then I can get into these earrings. That way, you have the opportunity to see what it would look like with some resin. And if it turns out super cute, I'll add the picture to the warehouse listing. So we're gonna get a little bit of that resin tape out and stick our smiley on there. So the one side is sticky, the other side is not. So this is wonderful for resin work. Let me get a little bit of black paint. That's inkwell. There's my black. It's all the way in the back. This is the antique. So I'm hoping that it works super good because I wanted it super opaque. The antiques are a little less opaque. Okay, I'm going to put a drop first. I'm going to let those sink in to the mouth. Like that. Maybe should have done like a little less.
Less is more.
Not necessarily. No, I'm just thinking what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna pull off this extra. It's okay if it's off to the side because I know how to get resin off the side of things. So this will be a good little teaching moment for that as well. Let's see if I can get this to stay in the, ooh. Maybe this will just be a one-side charm. We'll do a one-sided charm and then just add your paint after like a little layer. So I would scoop your resin. Actually, here, I have another smiley. I'll show you what it looks like with a back and a one side view and a both side view. I should have thought about that a little bit more. Oopsie, Corian. Okay. So we'll do our little, this is our little black back one. So you'll be able to see the black through the other way. We'll do that for one. Let me get this wiped off here. I have another thing of paper towel. Oh, okay. Corian's gonna do this the right way because that was a little too much resin for this anyway. I'm just gonna put a little drop over here because that's way too much. That fills up the whole thing way too fast. Oops. Might need something even thinner. Because this paintbrush isn't thin enough. Maybe like an eye pin or a head pin to drop your resin in those little things. But I'm saying you just need like the tiniest amount or else it overflows on the top. And then when it touches the top, the paint's gonna flow with it. So I'll do that first. And then I'm gonna take a little detail brush. And this will probably act the same way because the paint likes to move around in the resin. And I can always sand off the back too. That's a little bit better. You guys understand what I'm saying by just like a little tiny, tiny bit of resin, cure it, then paint it, then put a little bit of resin over top. Be your best bet for that. If you pre-mix your resin with your antique, it will still be on. Does that make sense? It'll still transfer to the back like that. Yeah, but then, so I have done that. I have tried wiping it, peeling it. Yeah. We'll do this. Smoke dust. Oh, that was, I think, the trivia thing. Okay. That's curing. While that's curing, I'll take another crack at it a little bit later. Those little dots are so small, though, for the smileys. But yeah, if you pre-mix the resin, which we'll do that here, just to show you. At least if I drip it on, maybe, actually, Peggy, I might just ruin a bristle brush to do it this way. That's okay though. Resin tape. Now I just have to do it. Now I'm just like, I have to. That might have some cured resin on it already. I'm gonna have to do a new piece. That's okay because we only have a couple pieces left in this live and it's gonna go really fast. So I don't mind taking a little time to do this and giving you guys the best way about doing it. Premix, detail brush, and that even might be too much. Saying these are like super small openings. And then we'll wipe the top. So don't put too much resin on your brush because it'll glob on the top. Oop, like I did just there. This one might be a little bit easier to wipe though. I should have just done it with a head pen or eye pen. That just takes a bit longer to do it that way. Now we'll do the wipe, and the wipe, I have a feeling, is going to take some of this off. So I'm going to actually dip my paper towel in some water, hoping that it does not pull my resin or paint. There we go. Okay, leave it like that. Just get your paper towel just a little bit wet so it doesn't soak that up out. Oh, it did soak up a little bit of it out, actually. Just a tiny bit. Where did I just put that paper towel at? There it is. There's a little bit more. Okay. I'll stick that in white. That's going to take a little bit longer because there is paint mixed in. I'm just going to stick that back in just in case. And then we'll look at all variations. Yes, the pearl head pens are your thinnest head pin, so that's going to be your best bet for the smileys, like Peggy said. Peggy's just amazing all the time. Okay, that just took a few minutes, but that wasn't bad. Okay. We are getting to our diffuser earring kit. Everything that you need to make these earrings comes in the kit. Ear wires, head pins, jump rings, crystals, diffusers, you name it. 15 pieces for $24, cart 109. 109. Gonna get a couple of these out. Your red leather, which I did have a section of that. I don't want to cut off too much of this leather though, just because. So I'll do like a shorter tassel, I think, instead of the long one. And maybe somebody can use it as like a necklace or something, or a set. All right, one. You're gonna get one strand and you will cut it down into 6 strands. 3 for each earring. I'm just gonna do the one. Take your leather here. We're going to string that through these holes. I use a bead awl to assist me. One. And then I pull it up off to the side to open up that hole again. And that's number 2. Don't pull it back all the way through. Pull those both off to the side so we have more room for our third. Three, I think, is a good tassel number, which makes it look like there's 6. You can make sure that they're a bit more even lengthwise. Looking good. Grab a JR20 copper antique is what I used for this. Cinch your leather. Pull your ring around. Tuck any leather down that you might come out. And then move your jump ring in so it closes. You can do that with wire or the jump ring, whatever makes you feel more comfortable. Take a little bit of Loctite. Where did I put that? A little bit more here. That's too much. You ever waiting for something to drop and then it just doesn't? Okay. All my tools are everywhere right now. There we go. I was like, where? the heck are my tweezers? Put one of those flat backs over that hole. You guys can see that dark stuff in there. That's the felt that your essential oils hold on to. You're gonna get a couple HP3s or HP2s, HPV2 solid brass version. That might be, yeah. Take your end off. You actually might get HP3. It might be a little bit easier for you guys to wrap with an HP3 versus an HP2 anyway. I'm gonna create a loop. A rat loop for my oval looking beads. Okay. I need to tuck that tail here. Which I need to hold it with my other pliers. I need to hold it this way. Ooh, that one does not wanna. That one does not wanna tuck. There she goes. Put your really pretty crystal bead on there. Make a loop on the other side. Approximately the same size. I think I only did a double here. I'm gonna straighten out my loop. And hopefully start tucking that tail. Let me cut off a little bit more here. These are a little bit thicker, so they're a little bit harder to wrap, but I do like the way that they look when they are wrapped loops. This little tail, these tails don't want to tuck on this bead though. Tell you what. I mean, there's no way that this tail is not tucking. It just doesn't want to tuck. It just wants to keep pushing that one taller. We might leave this one untucked or might only do a 2-string. Because I don't want to break my crystal, but this also just doesn't have a really good vantage point with the way that the crystal is shaped and how close I am getting to the crystal itself. That's a little bit better. but I'm about done messing with it. Where are my cutters here? When in doubt, cut it off. I'll point that one down though. You can wrap this directly to that if you want. We are just going to attach a GR20 in that copper antique color. And then a direct connection from your ER006 to your wrapped loop. And then that's complete. I had to flip the wrong way though. There we go. So we had already added our chaton to it. So those are super easy. You love those. Cart 109, 15 pieces for $24. And the only bulk pack that I have for these earrings is the diffuser pack. So you can get 3 of these for $22.50. They retail for $15 a piece. They are pre-finished, so you get 2 filigree that are wrapped and casing bamboo felt to turn it into a diffuser. So these are pre-finished diffuser pendants, felt and everything. Just drop your oil on them and make them into some cute things. Diffuser pack, 3 pieces for $22.50. Cart 110. Make sure you grab those up. And then let's see how our smileys turned out. I need to cure it a little bit from that side because it didn't cure all the way through because it was pre-mixed. This one was our pre-mixed one, so it was a little dark. But what we can do after I put this under the light for a little bit, I would just do a clear coat of resin over top. I'll put that back in the light. Let's see what they came up with for this. Yeah. Let's see for this one. Also, oh, that, yeah. The paint makes it to where your resin has to sit under the light for a lot longer. So these ones definitely weren't all the way cured by any means. And they were sitting under there for what time is it? 20? I think 107 is the time that I put them in there. So that's like 13 minutes of them just sitting in there and they're not cured yet. I need to get a better UV light, I think. This one's pretty old. This one's probably not very strong any longer. All the mirrors are starting, like the mirrors on the inside are like starting to peel off now. We'll get one of those on order too, because my ring light went out yesterday. I was doing photography and stuff, so that's why it's a bit darker during the live today, because I have uno lights. One light. I could maybe turn on that top light here too. We'll see. All right. We need to bring Uncle Doug on for one more trivia. Is he ready for that? Okay. Welcome back.
Hi there.
Thanks, Peggy. And I know you said that you're not a huge fan of red, but both designs I've used this red leather and you've liked. So that's making me feel way good. Way good. Yes, that's what we were talking about, vintage Peggy wanted to see what it looked like pre-mixed. I did the layering, and then I did one with a little too much resin. So yes, you do your clear coat, and then you paint, and then you do another clear coat. But just note that these are not very big openings, so you need to like use the smallest amount of resin, or it'll get gunky places. Look at this beautiful kit Uncle Doug had picked out for you lovelies. Let me face it that way because that's the more finished side.
Now, don't judge the wire wrap because I didn't do it. But
I don't know who did that one.
it's a pretty thick one, but
Yeah,
someone
it's
might want
using
to
our
clean it up a little bit before we send it out, right?
16 gauge wire. I'll just tuck that tail a little bit more because whoever made this
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
There we go. It's a little bit better.
Hey, it's free though
Yeah, it's a
for
big
some
crystal.
lucky
And
winner.
if you don't like the wrap, just cut it off and do
Yeah,
a
you
different
just
wrap.
redo it the way you want.
Look
But
at
it
that
was part of our
satin.
design bin, and I thought it'd be nice to include.
Yeah, good trivia.
So here's the trivia question. Got to put on your thinking cap on this one, and maybe I don't know that the older people will have the advantage, but maybe they will. If you know these names, I'll be amazed, but it's the concept.
Okay.
Okay, early pre-rubber versions of this object were used by performers like Joseph Grimaldi in the 1800s to mock the gluttony of the upper classes.
Hashtag tax the rich. LOL.
Yeah, something like that. Tax the rich. Right?
Yeah. I had just seen some like Met Gala dress that had that on it, and I'm like,
Yeah,
what?
I think it
How
was.
silly is that? She's rich and she's wearing that.
I I think it was also used in vaudeville.
Oh.
So let's see if we can get some answers rolling in here.
Okay.
I'm refreshing over on YouTube
I'm turning on another one of these lights to hopefully help a little bit.
and Facebook.
I have one answer on Facebook so far. Two.
I'm trying to get mine to refresh here. I know that's going to get old hearing us say that.
I know. That's why I'm just that I can see every comment in time on my app. I just can't view it on the desktop.
Okay, maybe you can read some. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Latex. I'm not that old. Vulcanite. No, this is not. The idea is not the type of rubber or anything.
Yeah, I'll put the
It's about
put the put the question
there
in the
were version
comments
pre rubber versions. I probably could have copied this.
because we
Plug it
had
in.
people asking for you to repeat.
Yeah, let me put the text in. Could help. Repeat the question. Yep. Sorry, Kat. And sorry, Dawn. An object used by performers.
Inflated pig bladders.
That's a pretty good one. You got them still coming in?
Juanita said stamps.
No. These are performers. What would a performer use on stage? And I think this one's a mocking thing. He used to mock the gluttony of the upper classes.
Marietta said cane.
Well, I think we got our winner here on YouTube.
Which one is it?
Cat.
Hold on, my comments are just going crazy. Rubber chicken.
Yep.
Okay. Good job, Kat.
And
So
just
to
for that, Kat, you get a complimentary rubber chicken.
yay!
That's pretty good.
Congratulations, Kat.
That was a really good guess.
Remember, you must have an open order with us on vintageliveshop.com to claim your trivia giveaways. Oops. Roll away, Crystal. But you could do, Kat, you could do like, just to give you a little inspiration, you could do some leather on the back where it's doubled up, and then you can move into some chain as like your next portion of it. So you can do leather and chain and then this big gorgeous ball, or do it backwards, do like the chain back here, leather up front, big ball there, and there's a bracelet. You could do a bunch of stuff with that. Love it. And did you show her doodle?
Yeah.
Oh yes, it was
I
the
put it up again.
chicken.
Sorry. Sorry. Here. Here's a doodle.
There we go. You probably did put it up. I just one of those days.
Yeah.
Okay. Next matter of business is kicking Uncle Doug out of here. Bye. I like to be mean. Mean Corian. That's funny. All right. For our last, yeah, with an angry face. Queen of me. Big bushy eyebrows. Yeah, that would be funny. Okay. Okay, this is the right way. I just want to make sure that I have this facing the right way. This is our last. Obviously, I was a little lazy and didn't put my clasp and stuff back here yet, but we're going to do our last sampler. This is the sampler, so this is not a kit. You will have to add your chain and findings, but everything else did come in kit today, so let's do this. Where the heck is it? Okay, there it is. Cart 111. The necklace focal sampler. Did I might need to go in and change that title. I usually like them to be like the same, but it's just the focal necklace focal sampler. Yeah. Okay. So this is the only sampler for today. Everything else comes in kits. You're going to get another one of those diffusers. You're going to get one of these copper plated, or not copper plated, bronze plated, but I do have a copper version, a copper antique version. But this is a bronze antique plated pewter based casting. And you're going to get these two little cute floral beads. It's like a opaly white color. Love it. Super adorable. You get one of our dragonflies. You are going to get one of those solid brass bales. I'm very limited on the solid brass bales, but I do have a better stock of the silver. So you do have two options for the bulk pack for those, and I'll bring those up in a little bit. You will get the specialty jump rings. You will have to add your normal smooth jump rings and your eye pins and your chain. But these two, these JR114s, do come in the sampler. You're gonna get two of the Y40s. It's really cute filigree, which I've shown how to like wrap triangle crystals in that and a few other things. So there are more product inspiration photos in that listing for these from past projects, and you will get two of the princess dragonflies. These are our teeny tiny dragonflies. They're solid brass and they come pre-painted with the onyx black color. Move that there. And I think that's all we need for this sampler. Yes. Okay. Construction, very simple. We'll start off with our bottom piece here, which we're going to do some riveting. This is the hardest part of the whole project, is this riveting. So let's do that first. And we'll push all this stuff up here because we will get back to that. RV040 is the typical rivet that I use. Here we go. Our tube rivet. And then these. I'm going to extend that open a little bit so I can fit that over my dragonfly and my disc piece. And I might do this too. I think I did this before. On the wing that has the hole, you're going to hammer that a little more flat. It'll make your hole punch hole a little bit smaller, so you will have to make that a little bit bigger again, but this saves us some space on our rivet height-wise. And to make this bigger, I go back in with the hole punch, repunch that hole. It's so much easier to do it this way. And then stick your bead all through and do the rest of the extending. You should be able to fit your rivet right through there. Okay, I want my nice part pointed out. So I'm going to lay my dragonfly first, upside down, onto my piece. Oh, just kidding, bail first. Oh man, don't roll away. Get your holes aligned first. This actually might be the easier way of doing it. I'm going to crimp these in just a little bit more so it holds over that hole spot. And then I can maneuver these holes there and then there. Just stick my bead all through here. Oh, I can get them all lined up. You can tell that my bead all has been through it. All right, we're gonna do this first. These components are hard to handle in your hands when they're so small. Especially when you have shaky hands like me. Okay, that's our first one. I'm just gonna pull this apart and lay my disc down. And then you squeeze this all together. Telling you, this is the hardest part because you're fumbling things. You can glue if that helps you, but I like to just not do that. All right, we might need to make a little room for this one. Seems that I did not do enough hammering, so we're gonna make the disc a little bit thinner. at the hole point as well. I'm gonna crack a little bit of that plating, but that's totally okay. Make it a little more tipsy. Boop. All right. Where the heck did I put those? Over here. Just get in the hole, disc. Okay. Our bail is gonna hang off the edge because it's got that rounded tip. I'm gonna grab my tiny hammer first and see if I can get this to start mushrooming so it doesn't come back up over top of that rivet. Nope, I didn't hammer enough yet. Actually might help if I'm gonna cinch these in a little bit here. The bail. So I'm gonna squeeze the bail a little bit. Take some of my skin with it, why don't you? Okay. Now I'm gonna go with the bigger one. Sorry. I was not, I was frozen there because my screen on my laptop timed out. So I might need to fix that so it doesn't time out as fast. I need to get that out of there. Don't mind me. Whatever the heck that is. Okay. Gorgeous. That works good. Let's just. Where are. I need my teeny tiny crystals. Okay. Let me grab those quick. I have my larger and my medium, but I need my teeny tiny ones for topping the rivets because the rivet heads are so small that when you use the medium or the larger size, it hangs off the edge and then it gives it more opportunity to catch on something and pull off. So use the same size crystal back as what the top portion would be. And if you want, you can probably hammer the top a little bit to make that a little more flat if it does happen to become a little rounded. Let's grab my head pin here. Some more of that glue. Okay. That looks so much better, I think, with the chiton there. I just love seeing a little bit of, before it dries, I just love seeing a little bit of shimmer and glimmer. So you know what I'm gonna do? Because I decided that I liked that more, we're gonna do that to this one. My finished piece. Okay. I think the chiton just adds exactly what it needed. And then I will add one to the center of that as well. So I forgot to do that, but I did that to my earrings. So it worked out good for my earrings. That's cute. It's adorable. For these, or for this piece specifically, your diffuser piece, I made an extra little loop there. So I'm going to pull down one of these. I'm going to take my bead awl. I'm going to use that to help pull up this tab. This one's going to go down, but this one's going to go up. And pull up this tab as well. So then you have tab and tab. Or no, maybe I pulled up the wrong tab. No, I didn't. Okay. I'm going to fold this tab over. I'm pulling the other tabs in a little bit closer so it's not as loose. Because whoever did this wrap did not do a very fantastic job. Wonderful. Okay. Let's add a chiton while I'm thinking about it and have my glue out here to the center of our diffuser. This one's getting the medium crystal. Press that down. Fantastic. Her little beads here. Get some eye pins. So EP15s. Let me string that. When you're stringing this bead, put your loop up this way. It is easier to make a loop from the top than it is trying to get inside because this flower does divot in and up. So pull your loop up to the inside of your flower and then make your loop on the top. I measure that with my nail. That might have been a little short though. We'll see. That might have been perfect. Back this way a little bit and then round it in. Nice. And then open, string on to one of the top two open areas of your diffuser pendant. Do that on the other side. Can I just use my last iPad? Let me grab another one of those. I need to make sure that I have my bin stocked here because now I'm going all over the place, but it's not too bad because I know where everything's at, which is amazing. Okay. Well, I actually might have grabbed an EP1 this time instead of an EP15. That's okay. It'll still work. Well, that might have been an EP15. Doot. I'm so fortunate to have thick nails where I can use them to bend things over. Yes, sometimes they do crack, but usually I get pretty lucky with just using my nails for things like that. Open loop. There's your top portion. For these, you're just going to take your JR20 copper antique version. Open that up. I'm going to take my dragonfly. I'm going to hook that right into this opening. Close that. That's acting as a chain extender as well as our jump rings there. So that's pretty much that for composition and how to attach your pieces. So from your bail, I did a JR40 and then 2 JR20s. And then from the flowers to the big jump rings, I did a JR20 to a JR40. And then it's a big jump ring. And I did JR40 to the Y40. And then from the Y40, this is CH0007 chain. It's a super light etched cable. Actually, let me zoom in here for you. Love, love, love this chain. It is not soldered, so you are able to open and close those links. So I did direct links in these 2 holes here. So I did 1 link here, 1 link here. So they sit on either side, and then I could do a dual chain on either side coming up to the back. Let me zoom back out here. But super easy composition, and it's just so cute. And you guys know if you spend over $100 on vintageliveshop.com, I do put little gifts and things in your order. So you could get like this pendant, or you could get this pendant, or maybe this pendant, or something from a different live that I've done, or some components that we have very, 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 very limited amounts, maybe like onesie twosies, maybe like 5. Sometimes I'll add those into there as well. Just things that didn't go into production or samples or stuff like that. So always expect to get some good stuff from the live shop. If you treat us good, we treat you good. Always. And I know there are several ladies that can attest to that. All right. I think we are ready for our Big Loot giveaway. So if Uncle Doug can start grabbing those names for me from YouTube, I'll grab the Facebook names. We'll draw for our Big Loot giveaway, which I'm going to bring that up on the screen again. And then we'll do our look. So then you guys get to see what everything would look like if it's on. And I'll show a couple different examples depending, like if it's an earring set that could be cute as a necklace, so on and so forth. So I will do that. Peggy, or not Peggy, Jean said, yes, they do. I just got that, just a glimpse of it before my comments started going stinking crazy again. Let me bring up a couple more packs while Uncle Doug is getting those names for me. So the Bale pack, which I didn't bring up when I was demoing, is this open work Bale. This one's super pretty. You can choose solid brass or silver plated. They're both brass based, but one in solid brass, one silver plated. 24 pieces for $20, cart 112. I have very, very limited packs of these solid brass ones. So if you want the solid brass, get it now because it will probably be gone come Monday, probably. So grab that and grab the silver one because the silver one's just gorgeous. And the silver will match your metallic pearl leather cord if you wanted to do some things with that as well using the bales. I have our connector pack. So these Y40s that I was chatting with you guys about, that I've done a few different wraps with and used them a couple different times. You can get these in natural brass or solid brass, cart 113, 8 pieces for $20. And I do have that disc pack as well. I'm gonna bring that up. Sometimes I just get into the heat of things and just go, 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 go. And I always forget to do the bulk pack versions. So I have the bronze antique plated version, pewter based, or you can choose the copper antique color. 6 pieces for $20, cart 114. And I do have both of the dragonfly packs as well, and then we'll get into the big loot giveaway. So let's do our princess dragonfly pack. These are solid brass princess tiny dragonflies. They do have onyx/black paint on them already. You can change that paint color or you can keep them the same if you want. And then the other dragonfly that we used, you can get a flying east or flying west version. Oh, here we go. 14 pieces for $20. So the other one will look identical to this, except the hole punch will be on this side instead. So you can get 14 pieces east, 14 pieces west, or I believe I have an option for 7 pieces east, 7 pieces west. So the solid brass dragonfly, cart 116, 14 pieces for $20. All right. Is Uncle Doug ready? All right. Let me get this big loot giveaway back out here. Get your love reactions in, ladies. I only pull from the love reactions. The likes don't count. The laughs don't count. The angry reactions don't count. Only the love reactions for Facebook. For YouTube, you have to comment your first and last name with giveaway so we know who to ship this to. It's easier for us to do it that way. But this is the big loot giveaway. Have some painted things in here, some natural brass, solid brass, pewter, wood, leather. Just a good sampling of some components, blanks, you name it. Got some cute stuff in there. All right, let me check my list. And then I'm going to bring Uncle Doug full screen for a second with this out so you guys don't see my face getting super close. Welcome back. You're back, Uncle Doug.
Well, thank you.
Did you Teams those to me?
I did a long
Okay.
time ago.
My Teams is never open on my laptop, so I have to
Okay.
open it or else I don't get notifications.
Yeah. Is there a better way to send it?
Nope, that's perfect for me. Okay. So I'm getting my YouTube names in there.
Wait,
gonna
there's one
pop up.
more.
Okay, get it in.
I see where I highlighted and I forgot to paste it.
It's okay. I'm gonna get my Facebook names as well.
There it is.
Thank you.
It's not. I mean, it's sort of a name, right? It's a username. If she wins, that she'll have to let us know what the real name is.
Yes. Typically, we wouldn't include her, but we will include her this time around
Hmm.
just because we're nice.
Yeah, of course we're nice.
Okay, you guys have your love reactions in. We're looking pretty slim with the total reactions at 26. So
26. We should call it off.
we have 20 Facebook loves. We're going to get those in and then make sure I don't have some duplicates.
Now everybody's loving the odds. When the numbers are low, they love the odds for sure.
Yes. Okay. I think I'm good to go. Let's get us both on screen. And I'm going to ever so slowly pull this out
Ooh, that
of
is
the
slow.
thing.
Slowly.
Well, it's connected to the Ethernet cable, so I just don't want to pull it off.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to duck behind this iPad here. Ready?
Peekaboo.
1, 2, 3. Don't look at me hunching over.
Oh, let's see.
I'll like hippo it. I'll be right over top.
Uh,
Julie
Julie
Peterson.
Peterson.
I'm
I
not sure if she's ever won
I
before.
don't think so.
Do you mind taking a peek?
I will.
You're so awesome. All right, we'll see if Julie Peterson wins this big loot. She must have an open order with us on vintageliveshop.com. And I'm going to keep saying that because your vintage stash shipments do not count as they are not on vintageliveshop.com. So make sure you get your orders in on vintageliveshop.com and that you can
Oh
claim
yeah.
your giveaway. All right. Do I have can you put winner, Julie, in there so I can, because I can't type comments right now. So I can give her a little, what's the word? Applause. My little applause sound. And then we might have to contact her because I'm not sure if she's still viewing at the moment. And just say, hey, girlfriend, you won. Because I don't see her comment in here yet. So,
Was that Peterson with an O N or E N?
I can tell you here. Let me get back here. Petersen, Sen.
Okay.
She's a sweetie too, though. We love ourselves some Julie. All right. So Julie Peterson won that. There we go. Yay! Good job, Julie. You get this amazing giveaway as long as you have an open order with us on vintageliveshop.com. Peggy will attest to my statement that Vintage treats others super well. If you treat us well, we treat you well. Thank you for confirming that, Peggy. We love you, dear. And then does Uncle Doug have a doodle for us?
He might.
Hey.
Yay,
Woo, mega trophy. Yay.
Julie. Mega winner today.
Good job. All right, we're going to kick you off and we're going to get to our look. Bye. Okay, you beauties. Hello, hello. Okay, so, oh, it won't let me go that far. I was going to say maybe I could do it like, it won't let me twist it that far. Shoot. I was saying maybe I could do the look over by the new background. Does it look good where it's at? Okay. I'll show you guys who didn't see the new background that we're gonna be featuring next week. After I'm done with the look, since this looks pretty okay so far. But this is the necklace that I was wearing. This has the formed leather that I was talking about. So what? Well, I'm gonna say like for the ladies that I know, I've spent a lot of time on it. And it's getting better. It's not done yet, but thanks. All right, Uncle Doug's grabbing your big loot giveaway. Julie. And since we started out with this necklace last during the demo, we will show it first for our look. And I don't have a clasp on it, so I'm just gonna have to hold it up for you guys. Yeah. You guys hear all that metal clinking around in the bag while he's dropping it in there? So this is the dragonfly pendant with the diffuser. So all you would do is just drop, I can hold this with one hand, drop a couple drops of oil on this pendant, and you're going to get that constant aroma all day long. Like, how long did our diffusers held like smell for more than a week? Yeah. For more than a week. So you can reapply if it's not strong enough for you, but not only do you get that health benefit, but you're also getting that natural perfume. Like people are going to smell it on you. It's amazing. I love our diffusers. And that's just stunning. That is so beautiful. I love the way that the chain is extended with the jump rings and our metal components there. Love it. And our actual chain doesn't start until up here. So all of these are just different components extending our chain. I love it. This is what I wonder if I can just slide this. Ooh, I can. Amazing. Oh, maybe not though, because the crimp's on here now. It's like maybe I could show you what this would look like on leather. Hold on. I'm going to jump ring it. Hold on. Give me 1 second. You guys have to see what this one would look like on leather because I think freaking phenomenal. But I have to twist this loop. So you're going to get a little one-on-one with me here. So I have my one loop facing this way. Oh, maybe that will work. Maybe it's not totally horizontal. I just need to make them like straight together. I'm gonna jump ring it onto the leather necklace that I had made. Sorry, you're getting a massive neck shot. Okay, let's see. Cause this, oh, you guys, with the metallic pearl cord. Oh, okay, I need to form this yet, but that is so beautiful. So do that with like your necklace or your leather cord for a necklace, and then because you have leather at the bottom and leather here, so it's just leather and leather. Hold on, you guys have to get all the kits now. You have to get all the kits. Oh, oh, baby, baby. Hold on, I'm gonna give you a better view of the earring because it's so cute. Oh yes, I wonder if I can. Can I even fit it in? Oh, this is the first time that gauge has actually just slid into my ear. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Do you guys love it? I'm gonna whisper. It's so cute. And it's so light. This leather, so light. But look at how vibrant that is. Yes, that is a no-brainer. Get it right now. Get the kit. If I can do more, I will put more in stock because I guarantee that that one's gonna be like a really good seller. Those are so cute. All right, this leather has also not been formed yet. And then Don, you're so funny. He better pay his rent. Girl, you need your fun time money. And that fun time money for vintage because these kits are No brainers. Okay. There we go. So once I get this leather formed, which I have not yet, which that doesn't look too bad not formed, but I would like it to be a bit more formed. Let me get really close. There we go. That's a little bit better of a view where you can see the leaves on the background there. Do a little shiny shine. Gorgeous. Big fan. Was that our no, we still have our smiley face one. I was like, that's not there goes my headphone. Hold on. My ear holes are very small, so I have to readjust my AirPods all the time, and sometimes they just fall out like you had just seen there. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. This one, I also did not add a clasp. You will get enough chain to slip it over your head or to add a clasp if you want to, but the clasp does not come in the kit, just the chain. Let me make sure that's the right way. Yeah. Choose happy. That one's super cute. I should have put the pendant that I did make today on, just because I feel that the smiley face sits a little better with the jump ring. Let me back up a little bit. You guys like it? Come in a little bit more. Choose happy, be smiley. This is the one with the jump ring holding it. So the jump ring one will give you a little bit of movement in that smiley face to go back and forth. If I can hold it right. Jeez. Otherwise, if you wrap it like I did in this one, it does not really give you much movement. You can move it with your fingers, but when you have it in place and on your neck, it's going to be kind of just right there. What side do I need to lift up? Here we go. That's cute. And then we have our earrings. Our smiley earrings. Because we needed some smiles today. Some big smiles. Oh, and we're gonna have to zoom in on these because these smileys are very little. Do 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 do. Ooh, come up just a little bit and this way. There we go. Our cute smiley face earrings. Sorry that it's a little bit overexposed. It's not really showing gold, but those are gold plated. The cutesy earrings. Back out. Those are adorable. You could also, if you wanted, you could hang the smiley. I have one. Inside of the hoop instead of. Jeez. Why are you so bright? There we go. Inside of the hoop instead of on the bottom if you wanted to, which I think would be a stunner. Be super cute. Okay. Does Uncle Doug want to come over here? Or does he want to stay over there for bye? Okay. Uncle Doug's going to come over. And then while he is doing that, I'm going to switch you guys around for a sec. We will switch back, but I'm going to move it slowly. This is the wall that I'm referring to that I am building and getting ready for your background. So it's going to be more cute and homey like Jean and Ainsley's lives that they do, because they don't just do one, they do multiple. Yeah. There we go. Yes. I know. It's coming together. It's coming together. Yes. Do you know what Jean and Ains are doing for Friday? I know it's not the big loop. You yes, pay attention. Yeah. There we go. A Monet water lily theme. So I'm assuming Monet, they're going to be doing some painting and things with our water lily piece, which will be super fun. Peggy says the backdrop will look fantastic. I appreciate you. I've been working hard on it. So, oh yeah. I wish this wasn't connected because then I'd bring you guys over there, but maybe I'll take a picture of it from there and then I'll send it to DIY with Vintage so you guys can see that. Stay tuned for Ainsley and Jean's class on Friday. Reminder, it is only streaming from YouTube. And they also have a massive announcement for the Backstage Pass subscription. Yeah, I would say it's a pretty big change. So make sure you get tuned in and listen to what Ainsley and Jean have to say about the Backstage Pass subscription and the new things that you guys um will have the opportunity to use, which Backstage Pass subscribers, we are going to treat you like you're royalty, basically. So make sure you get signed up and stay tuned on Friday, and we will see you guys. Yeah, share, invite them, do whatever. Go at home and say, okay, we're going to be doing a jewelry making party and we're going to watch one of these lives or something. Like buy a couple kits for you and your girlfriends. Yeah. Yes. It's like your own little, yes, jewelry party, jewelry class. You guys can follow along to the lives too. But we will see you Friday and next week. It's right there. I always wear one every day. And I was like, have you look cute with my look at my big old sleeves. Oh, don't even I have my boot cut jeans on to match my big sleeves. All right.